So far, the year 2019 has been filled with crises. Power grids are failing, transportation systems at a standstill. The web and social media platforms are overwhelmed. Mobile commerce, Internet of Things. Virtually any human activity dependent on information systems are falling prey to a data explosion that some are calling the Zettabyte Apocalypse.
Gentlemen, we need a plan of action.
What about the Avengers?
We lost most of them in the battle with Thanos.
Do you think they're really gone?
Haven't seen the script for part 2 yet.
What about the X-Men?
Well, we're waiting on Disney to complete the acquisition of 20th Century Fox.
Deadpool?
Are they making a 3?
Yeah, why would they make a Deadpool 3?
I'd stop at 2. They killed it.
Well, there's always the DC Comics universe.
Well, Intel is predicting that Aquaman will bomb. Flash seems to be doing well on the small screen. Isn't the Wonder Woman sequel still in production?
That leaves Cyborg and Green Lantern.
Nobody talks about Green Lantern. Huge box office miss.
Cyborg is a possible. But won't the data deluge disable his systems too?
What about the Bat Guy? Or the Superman?
Superman? He's off saving some other planet right now.
And Batman doesn't really have any superpowers. He's just rich. Might as well try to stop the data tsunami with a PR campaign.
Too bad we don't have the data defenders around anymore.
Which comic book universe do they come from?
Well, none today, but back in the day, before things got crazy in the 1990s.
Oh, you mean BG.
BG?
Before Google. They were a team of superheroes for the data processing world. Dynamic RAM, whose silicon minions offered an expanding universe of scratchpad space for computing workloads. Flash RAM, essential technology for lightning-fast all-flash arrays and PCI bus connected storage. Mag Disk, the team workhorse, providing hardcore random access storage using little more than spinning platters of rust. Optical, a magical entity promising unlimited storage using light and mirrors. And anchoring the team, the most rock-solid data storage ever invented, magnetic tape. Together, they called themselves the Data Defenders.
Sounds pretty derivative.
Valid. They operated from the early 50s until the end of the 20th century.
Who took them out?
Well, we did. It was that whole moon landing thing. All of the data was transmitted back to Earth and stored on magnetic tape. Then, a few years later, NASA discovered that all of the Apollo 11 moon landing tapes had been misplaced and probably erased or overwritten.
It opened the door to the deniers. They said it never really happened, that the moon landing had been shot on a studio soundstage. Somehow, the whole thing was twisted around to point fingers at tape and the other storage media, changing public sentiments. That, and the emergence of cloud technology, changed everything for the Data Defenders.
So what happened to them? Where are they now?
Where indeed? With the rise of mega cloud companies, nobody sought to build storage infrastructure anymore. All data was simply uploaded to a cloud service provider where it disappeared into a web of virtual server sprawl and irretrievable archives. As for the Data Defenders, they put away their superhero costumes and proceeded to live as average heroes with average lives, walking among us, leading a quiet existence, unrecognized by those around them, doing small things to make the world a better place.
You think we could convince them to get back in the fight?
If we can find them. I wouldn't even begin to know where to start looking.
Maybe they already know.
Able 7, this is Squad Gamma. We've engaged the enemy, taking heavy casualties.
I'm almost out of ammo here. Nothing seems to be getting through. We're getting our butts kicked here, Sarge.
We need air support. Tell Able 7 we may have to make a strategic retreat.
I don't believe it. The data defenders, after all this time.
Yee-haw! Dig in, boys and girls. Help has arrived.
Time to get dense, time to get random.
I love the smell of ferrite in the morning.
Suck silicon, you disgusting blob.
Don't look at the laser with your one good eye.
Eat Mylar.
So, the battle is joined and the defenders of data are back in the fray. Is this how it ends? A tech disaster within a disaster? Just wait for the exciting premiere of Data Defenders, coming soon in IMAX and Dolby Atmos. Action figures and toys sold separately.